Well, just hours after quitting the Democratic Party, Tulsi Gabbard also revealing what her appearances on some media outlets has cost her.
It ranges from people kind of like giving you a cynical look, like whose side are you really on, to people just outright ending that friendship or that professional relationship because they don't want to have anything to do with you.
Maybe our next guest can relate to this. Actor and comedian Rob Schneider joins us right here.
How are you?
Great to see you, Rob.
Yeah.
Finally have you on the couch.
Thank you. It's
used
good
to
to
walk
be
right across
yeah.
the street. What's your reaction to Tulsi Gabbard doing what she did yesterday?
It shouldn't be such a shock. We don't get 10 parties. You get 2,
right.
You know? And I really feel I don't want the Democratic Party trying to run my life. And there's not one aspect of your life that they don't want to interfere with. So I had it with them. So I got out of California. I moved to the slightly freer state of Arizona.
Slightly. Your journey is similar, though. You were a Democrat, and then
you have to be in San Francisco.
Of course. So what was it that changed your point of view?
Well, I mean, literally, there wasn't, taxes. there wasn't one part of business. I mean, Newsom pushed me over the edge.
Right.
I mean, it's just like, I just don't think your life gets better there. It gets worse. I mean, you know what it was? It was like there was in San Francisco. They said you had to remove. I was living in San Francisco. I had it made there. It's like it's on the cable car and everything. I had a rooftop. This is the place where I'm going to live forever. And they said you have to have the toilets removed from your house. And I said, what? What? I don't have toilets in front of my house. It was flower pots.
Right.
They made me remove all the flower pots. So it just got crazier and crazier. And maybe I'm looking at this all wrong. San Francisco either has a huge homeless problem or a gigantic camping success story. So, you have to look at both ways.
What made you want to be so bold and so vocal about it? Because Tulsi said, if you don't agree with the Democratic Party, you're trashed, you're canceled.
Yes. So absolutely, she's right.
Do you worry about that, getting jobs?
Yes, of course you are. Yeah. As an actor, you're always coming from a place of trying to get work. But at a certain point, you have to worry about, I mean, I'm in my 50s now, late 50s. It's going to catch you too, Brian. But, no, yeah, I worry more about, like, the freedoms of my kids.
Yeah.
I'm a grandfather now.
Right.
And so, I mean, I do at a certain point, you have to put, like, it's really weird. Well, something's wrong when people say, like, if you put God and family and country first, that's somehow controversial.
Right.
How is that controversial?
Or a flag is triggering.
Yeah. So
right.
I think at a certain point you have to say enough of this and stand up to it.
Did you lose friends?
I would say people that don't return my calls as often. But to be honest with you, a lot of people that I'm friends with in Hollywood, they lean towards the right, but like they're just scared of it because it really is like a mob of ideologues that just that you feel they will attack you, and it's really not necessarily based in anything but like there's almost like a religious architecture in their thinking.
So when it comes to changing party, to quote one of your characters, you can do it.
You can do it. You have to go with what feels right for you. We get 2 parties. We don't get 10.
Sure.
And I want to, have a party that represents my core values.
And you were talking a moment ago about your family. You actually, so you've got this brand new movie out, opens wide this Friday. It's called Daddy Daughter Trip. Your actual daughter is playing your seatmate in the front seat of a car.
Yeah. She, well, first of all, we started trying to make the movie years ago. And by the time we were getting closer, my daughter was about, old enough to play the part. She started looking over and she said, well, who's going to play that role? And we were writing, my wife and I, Patricia. And she said, well, you're getting close to the age. And so she started coming up with it. And then she was great. I didn't have to give her notes. She's basically like my daughter, Elle. They grew up in the business and they're like stage rats. Right.
Yeah.
They just saw it.
And Elle is doing so well.
Thank
Elle
you.
is nominated for a Grammy. Her music is beautiful. Elle King.
Thank you. She's doing really great. She's opening for Chris Stapleton all over.
Right, so you don't have to work anymore. You can live off her.
She tells me that. She tells me that. Dad, I got your retirement figured out, Dad.
Right.
If you need to go into a home, I got it set.
Well, I assume that's good impression. We don't know. We haven't seen her off camera. So who plays your wife in this movie?
Jackie Sandler.
And is she related to?
She's related to Adam Sandler.
Right.
So fun.
You've created
She's
Done the
great.
Impossible. There's a sense of family with the Adam Sandler and the Rob Schneider movies.
It's good. You
right?
have to. There's a sense of comfort. First of all, when you're shooting something, you have to be comfortable with the person. And so, when you've spent so much time with these people, we just start rolling and shooting. And I played her wife in Home Team, with Kevin James, who's another family member.
Funny.
We have a lot of fun together. We try not to let the political whatever differences. The love of countries comes up first. first and foremost. We love this place. We want to continue and expand its freedoms and continue them for our kids. We care about that.
Rob, is it harder to do a comedy, though, given, the political correctness and limits?
Yes, it is. That's why it's like, first of all, this is the first movie that my kids could watch. All the other movies back in the 90s.
Right.
It is tougher now because you have people who will cling to a word or this or that. And the idea is like, you got to put it out there into what makes you laugh, and hopefully
Rob,
that's
we
enough.
miss you on SNL. You were so good. That was Chris Farley and Chris Rock and
We
you.
had a great team.
Well, you're going to be on
Adam
late
Sandler.
night tonight. You're going to be on with
I'll be on the #1 late night show, baby.
It is.
Yeah, I did love being on that show. It was great, and I wish them the best.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.